good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima Church Music. Now, guys, as you know, I love the Lord. He heard my cry in pity every groan, right? And nobody knows that more than the Reverend Al Sharpton. Many of us remember Al when he was real fat. That was when I was a little boy, of course. And he had that Lord Jesus perm. Now, stop the show. If anybody knows, Al Sharpton was partly raised by James Brown. And Dima, put the James Brown perm next to Al Sharpton's, and you kind of see where he got that struggle perm from. And still today, he has that perm. Rule number one in the black community: never trust a preacher with a curl, perm, or a conch. But fast forward, Dima. Al Sharpton now is 68 years old, still pushing Democratic agendas. I mean, he was recently an FBI informant, a crook. I believe he's a charlatan. But I want to kind of talk about this because, in my honest opinion, Al is worse than, Umar, anybody like that I've talked about on this channel regarding the black community, because Al Sharpton is a puppet for the left while trying to be at the forefront of civil rights and activism, when really he don't care about activism. What does he care about? Well, let's find out. Al Sharpton, who is, going to see his salary jump up from $348,000 to $650,000. He received $278,000 in bonuses, $22,000 in benefits, because he is the CEO and president of National Action Network Charity. Also, he's going to be getting $1 million a budget towards private jets. Now, that's a lot of money for a struggle preacher like Al Sharpton, who's never had a church, right? And Al Sharpton, like Jesse Jackson, they only appear usually with this criminal attorney, Benjamin Crump, only when something happens. Let's say George Floyd, some police killing, and all of this. But who's paying him? It ain't the black community that's paying him. These are other people who's paying him. So whose agenda could he possibly represent, right? And this is exactly why I think I have a problem with not really Al Sharpton today, because he's a plant, right? He's an FBI informant. But now the thinking that other folks are going to do something for you that you don't finance, that's the real issue that I have. Okay. And this is why it is so imperative that us as black people, black men in particular, we are going to have to start from the ground roots, the grassroots. It's the only way. All right. These people are paid to keep black men down. These people are paid, brothers, to keep black women struggling. Reverend Al Sharpton makes money on the fact black women are single mothers, that black women are mad at black men, and vice versa, that you have criminality, that you create problems in the black community. It's a functioning business for him. Not only is it a functional business for him, it's business for any liberal, right? And the thing about it is this: when are we going to understand that if we don't get into the game of financing what we're supposed to do, other people are going to put these people against us to keep destroying us while pretending to be on our side? I want to talk about a video that I was looking at earlier today, okay? And it was called The Investing Habits of Wealthy Blacks. I want to play a particular part of this clip. It comes from My Money Media Incorporated, and then I'm going to come back and kind of finish the video.
It's also very important to be mindful of the fact that blacks experience affluence and its financial benefits differently than other groups, particularly black men. Researchers at Stanford and Harvard University, working with the Census Bureau, conducted a sweeping study that traced the lives of millions of children and found that black boys raised in America, even in the wealthiest families, earn less in adulthood than white boys with similar backgrounds. Researchers concluded that if this inequality cannot be explained by individual or household traits, much of what matters probably lies outside the home, in surrounding neighborhoods, in the economy, and in a society that views black boys differently from white boys and even from black girls, as black women do not experience this same dynamic. Some of the researchers even went so far as to say that what happens to these affluent black boys and men is the major cause of the wealth gap. These socioeconomic tragedies make investing even more imperative for the black community. The financial markets can help us empower ourselves and level our own economic playing fields.
So that particular situation came from, towards black men, right? And in other words, black men face all of these issues that black women don't face, and yet it can't be explained why they face it. Even black men coming from affluent communities. And one of the issues is that we don't invest, not just in the stock market or real estate. We have no real investment in each other, in each other's talents. Okay? And you have people who are there basically to benefit off the fact that you as black men are going to die and get killed by police brutality. That's when Al Sharpton comes up. He doesn't care if you're doing very well. Al Sharpton comes up when you get killed by a white cop. You get killed by somebody black, it doesn't matter. But if he can make a buck off of your dysfunction, that's what he's there for. He's there only for that. He cares nothing about that, but just that. That's when he shows up. That's when many people in black America show up. And they get everybody to start running and jumping. But black men fundamentally don't have any investment in the community. And when I say in the community, you have no vested interest in other black men. That creates jobs or creates solutions that are community minded oriented. This is not even about, winning black women or catering to them. This is just what's happening. Okay. These people are against you, people of your own color at times in other groups. And if you don't wake up and start to see the value in other black men, and even in the case of black women who are on your side, you are always going to be the next dollar off of dysfunctional dollars. Pookie and Ray Ray culturism, Al Sharpton gets paid. And if you don't believe me, keep living. Guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.